Hello everybody, welcome back here in my channel. My name is Boris, I come from Italy, and yeah, I'm a Game of Thrones fan. And in this video I'm going to tell you my thoughts about this third episode of this last season, The Long Night. This episode has been amazing, or at least under the perspective of the aesthetic, the visual part, the feelings you had while watching it, and well, you can find my reaction in this playlist anyway. Amazing episode under that point of view, but those last 5 minutes, oh, I don't know, I'm still not able to accept them. Now it's passed some time. I was really angry, I was really dazed, but now I calmed down a bit, I thought about it. I am still not satisfied, and I still want to believe that even though we saw it, it's not what it seems. I need to believe it. Please let me believe it. I have a theory, I hope more than a theory, but let's talk about all the characters before. We'll talk about that later. Okay, Jon Snow, basically, can we say it? He has been pretty useless. He made nothing important, and his role in this episode has been kinda forgettable. Sansa Stark, Queen, as always, actually very secondary in this episode, but it was predictable. I loved that scene with Tyrion, with Needle, in which it looked like she was about to kill herself, because that reminded me so much of the Blackwaters battle in which she was with Cersei and she told Sansa something like, if we lose this battle, it's better if you kill yourself, because before the enemies arrive, because if you survive they will kidnap you, torture you, rape you, and do to you worse things than death. And that scene has been so beautiful to me. Lyanna Mormont, heroic death as honorable as the character. Loved her death. She's been so good. David and Goliath, basically, so honor to you, Lyanna. Brienne of Tarth. Okay, I was pretty sure she would have died in this battle. I was so sure. I'm happy she survived because I like her, but I don't know, I expected more deaths in general. A lot of more deaths. Honestly, I thought she ended her narrative frame, so I actually cannot see her use in this moment. I'm happy, but I have this feeling like, I don't know. Honestly, Lannister, his destiny is killing Cersei, so please go in King's Landing and kill Cersei. I need that scene, but after today, I am not sure about anything anymore. I expected he survived, but he made nothing memorable in this battle. After Bronn saying, I didn't say anything because I need you here in this battle, I expected Jaime to have a more important and central role in this battle. So, Jaime, good, I love you, but easily forgettable here too. Okay. Sam Tarly, I was sure he would have survived because, and I was sure that he would have made nothing memorable in this episode, but this is good. This is obvious because that's not his role, so that's fine. Varys, kinda invisible. We know he has a prophecy about his death, but honestly, I don't know how we can believe in prophecies in this moment. So, to him, there's a big bow. Since he met Daenerys, he became useless and invisible, so I honestly don't even care about Varys anymore, even though in the first seasons he was one of my favorite characters, so smart, so clever, so, this time you wasn't able to understand what he was thinking, what side he standed for, so that was so interesting. But now honestly it's okay, Varys is alive, okay. Tyrion Lannister, okay, I was so sure he would have had such a more central role with his mind. It was 2 episodes that they kept saying how clever he is. He told that too in this episode, and I was so sure that in a certain point he would have come out and saw something very important. Okay, now I tell you what, honestly, personally, I expected / hoped it would have happened. The heroes lose this battle with so more losses, and the survivors would have won at the very end of the season. Maybe they would have seek refuge at the Iron Islands and Pike, and then they would have gone in King's Landing, dethroned Cersei and Euron, and this time with really all the Seven Kingdoms reunited, they would have faced the Night King and the White Walkers for the second and very final time. And in that occasion, Tyrion would have had the greatest idea ever because of something he would have seen now, with Jaime, who would have had a more central role there too. That's what I wanted, that's what I expected, that's what I hoped. Normally I am happy when I'm wrong, but in this case I'm dazed and confused more than everything, because I don't know, I'm confused about how I feel, honestly. I'm trying to think that if things didn't go as I expected / wanted, that doesn't mean it sucks, but just no, I just don't like those freaking last 5 minutes. I mean, just like How I Met Your Mother, no, beautiful till the end, and then those freaking last 5 minutes they ruined almost everything. I mean, at least under my perspective. I'm still calming down and accepting everything. I mean, I'm still working on it, because there is a part of me that is still hanging on the idea that, I mean, it cannot be this way. I mean, it's not what it seems. A Warm and Missandei, I was pretty sure that at least one of them would have died, but they both survived, so I mean, okay, there were some nice scenes, but no, okay, nothing memorable, honestly, about them. The Hound, okay, I want the Clegane. I want the fight against the mountain, so I expected him to survive. I like his scenes pretty much, so I mean, great job on him. I think he has been one of the best characters of the episodes. Beric Dondarrion. Okay, kinda obvious, he completed his mission, he came back to life probably too many times, he had an honorable end, so fair enough. Daenerys Targaryen, okay, the mother of dragons in this episode has been useless. I mean, without her dragons, is she able to govern? Of course not. Is she able to fight? Of course not. Is she able to be diplomatic? Please. Anyway, even though I'm not a fan of Daenerys, I appreciate her scenes on the dragons. I mean, at least under the aesthetic point of view, with her flights, it was so beautiful to see. But then she was about to lose another dragon. I mean, do we want to say that she has been clever staying on the ground? I mean, can we say she was losing dragon just like a dimwit? Yes, definitely. Okay, I'm not objective about Daenerys, so let's stop here. Even though, I mean, it's from Meereen, because before Meereen I kinda liked her. Maybe she was even one of my favorite characters, but with Meereen she started to... Yeah, I mean, before it was just clues, little clues. Then since the moment she arrived in Meereen, everything was... she started to be worse and worse. Jorah Mormont. Okay, I honestly did not expect this. That maybe I was the only one. I mean, even though that speech with Daenerys, trust Tyrion, you will need him, he is more useful than me, that might be a clue or a warning. I'm so sorry for him, because I liked him and I'm gonna miss him. But honorable end to Jorah too. Melisandre, okay, absolute queen. Her show up in the beginning of the episode was amazing. I mean, the way she burned the Dothraki's words was outstanding. I mean, how she burned the trench, it was beautiful. The way she guided Arya, I mean, brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, but not those one. What do we say to the god of death? Not today. Mwah, mwah. I love her, but honestly, so many questions about her. Questions that will never have an answer now. So I'm a bit confused and dazed. Honestly, maybe I got it wrong, but I remember that she went away because she had something to bring back with her, with the final for the final battle, and then she would have died. But she didn't bring anything. I mean, then if she didn't bring anything, why did she leave? Where did she go? And I thought she would have had a different death. I mean, maybe sacrificing herself to save someone, or to wake up some ancient power, or stuff like that. I mean, I'm so confused about her. But that's also actually what I've always loved about her. I mean, her mysterious life, roots, belief. In the books that was better because we can read her thoughts, and when she misunderstands something, we can at the same time understand her because we see what she sees and how she interprets that. So when she's wrong, we're like, well, theoretically, technically, you saw that, but that didn't mean that. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. In the TV show, we lose this. Her words sounds just a big confusion for the most of the time. And the fact that she died is unfortunate now because I will never have the answers I want about her. Arya Stark. I mean, the revelation of this episode, let's say that. I mean, nobody would have never guessed she would have been the Night King killer. I mean, to me, I just don't find it fair. Within the episode, the clues were a lot, but at the same time, I'm just so disappointed. The Night King can be defeated by just Azor Ahai. If not him, nobody can. She's actually nobody. I mean, but no, she's not nobody. She denied that belief, and came back in Westeros as Arya Stark. To become nobody, she had to forget and abandon everything about Arya Stark. But she didn't. She didn't throw away Needle. She quit and came back to Westeros and started her personal revenge. Her personal revenge, Arya Stark's personal revenge, not nobody's revenge. Nobody shouldn't have a personal revenge, since he's nobody. She went to the Freys and have her revenge. She went to Winterfell and killed Peter Baelish. She still has her list and remembers each night. Not exactly things that nobody would make. I mean, that's still Arya with just some other skills. I mean, she's not nobody. So don't call her nobody just because you find it convenient in this circumstance. Arya, till the previous evening, didn't even know anything about the White Walkers. She asked Gendry to talk her about them, and then Melisandre said blue eyes and she went to the Night King. How did she know his look, his appearance? She never saw him before. She never saw a White Walker in general before. She might have attacked a normal White Walker. How did she know where he was? Did she hear the military strategy? I don't know. I feel disappointed about that. I could accept it, but I need answers. The ones I had now from the reviewers, or anyway the satisfied fans, to me are just unacceptable. I'm so sorry, but to me it's a big nope. This might have had sense with a different development of Arya till now. He wants to use this plot twist with nobody, and they made a mess because they didn't handle Arya in the best way, in my opinion, and in this moment it looks just a big mess to me. Bran Stark, as always, unbearable. I mean, honestly, I have a theory, and I am holding on this idea. The Night King cannot be really dead. I mean, he's so strong. He took a dragon. He resisted to a Dracarys in front of him. He's brilliant. He's one of the biggest villain ever created, and he's preparing this war for centuries, and he's killed in this way in the third episode, just like a secondary enemy from a character who didn't even know who he is, with the rest of the world that will never know the danger they risked. I mean, I don't know, I cannot believe that. I'm starting to think that Bran might be a sort of Horcrux of the Night King. I mean, when he marked him and Bran Stark died in that cave that night, maybe he didn't just become the three-eyed raven, but also the Horcrux of the Night King, or I mean, Night King's slave, or maybe something worse than the Night King. Martin said that the identity of the Night King was one of the biggest revelations of the show. I mean, together with Jon's roots and Hodor's story. So I just refuse to believe that it ended just this way. Overall, if I consider that the Night King doesn't exist in the books, so the big revelation about him is referred to the TV show. So I want to believe that this is an apparent victory, but on contrary, everything went just as the Night King wanted them to go. Maybe what the Night King really wants is King's Landing, and this was the easiest way to arrive there. Maybe he needed to be killed by that night so that he might have transferred something in that or in Bran, or maybe that knife is something so much more. And I mean, I'm not sure that Bran is good. Maybe we thought that they were enemies, but maybe they stand by the same side, because I mean, Bran saved Daenerys in the previous season to go to Jon, and in that mission Daenerys lost Viserion. He wanted to stay isolated from the battle because, yeah, he wants me, I am the memory of the earth, I will stay there, and stuff like that. Maybe there is a deeper reason because of that. I mean, and the way he said Theon, oh okay Theon, you're a good man, but now die and the olds have to talk. And that knife with which Arya killed him was the same that Bran gave to Arya in the previous season. So I don't know. A part of me refuses to believe that the Night King is actually really dead. Deep inside of me, I believe all the White Walker's part is not over at all. And the key is obviously Bran. So I hope we will find out something more later. Okay, even though Melisandre's death scares me, because that might mean that the long night is actually over. She ended her mission and she died because the long night is really over. And oh god, please no. Please no. I mean, the long night from forever lasted actually one night. I mean, like all other nights. No, please, please, no. I need to believe it's not this way. And so guys, basically this was all I had to say about this episode of Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 3. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you liked it. Thank you for having been here with me till now. I need to know down in the comments your opinion about that, and see you in the next video. Ciao!